The way that I was able to pay off my debt, my student loan debt, $56,000 in 11 months, was because in this video, I'll give you smart money habits that anyone can use that will change your life. Number one, if you've seen the classic movie Soul Food, then you'll remember the scene where the matriarch of the family had money hidden inside of an old TV. And one of the uncles ended up coming downstairs and he accidentally dropped it. And out comes flying all of this money. She hid the money inside of this TV, and while I love the movie and the beloved characters, one of the smart money habits to have is to never have large sums of money sitting idle. Building true wealth means you're not sitting on large sums of money. You know, we hear wealthy people say all the time that they are cash broke. Does that mean they're broke? No. It just means that they don't have large sums of money just lying around, laying dormant. When your money is working for you, it will change your life. Whether you place your money into a money market account, into a CD, a high yielding savings account, or even an employee stock purchase program or index funds. For this next one, the Facebook creator, Mark Zuckerberg, he's been known to still drive his $30,000 Acura. Meanwhile, he's worth $36 billion. Former First Lady Michelle Obama has been known to pay for her own clothes while staying in the White House. She even appeared on the Today Show in a $35 H&M dress, yet she's worth $70 million. So where am I going with this? This next one is living below your means is going to be something that is very important when it comes to changing your life financially. You know, one of my mentors said to me, many people that earn six figures also live six-figure lives in terms of their spending. There's no margin that's created for them to have additional money to use and place in investments, to use in a way that's gonna work for them so that they can earn extra money. And I know people say, it's not cute to live below your means. I wanna go on vacation. No, you can do all of those things. I consider myself to be someone who lives below their means, but I still travel. I still do the things that I enjoy. I just value certain things and I spend my money on those things that I value. The way that I was able to pay off my debt, my student loan debt, $56,000 in 11 months, was because I lived below my means. I found extra room in my budget. I placed that money toward my student loans. I also increased my income, but one of the strategies that I did was living below my means. So I enjoy my life. I think it's great when you can live below your means, but also do the things that you enjoy because you're putting your money toward the things that you value. If you're new to my channel, my name is Skye and I make videos to help you improve your financial well-being. Now, if you don't live below your means, you may be supplementing your income with credit cards, and that leads me to my next astonishing point. I'm getting my board. Let's say a person has a credit limit of $7,500. Credit limit, $7,500. And let's say that their monthly payments, $150. $150 monthly payments. Let's just say that the interest rate is 20%. 20% interest rate, and that's me being generous. 20% interest rate, and that's me being generous because average interest rate is actually 24%. Hold on. So, interest rate 20%. Now, with this scenario, how long is it going to take this person to pay off their debt? Because number 3 is talking about interest payments. In order to change your life, one of the things that the top 1% do, one of the things that wealthy people do is they don't pay interest. They don't make interest payments. So, how much did this person pay? How many payments did they make? And then how much did they actually pay? Let's find out. 106 payments. 106 payments to pay off the balance of $7,500. But how much did they pay in interest after it was all said and done? $8,254 that they paid in interest payments alone. Interest, just interest. Why? Because most of the balance that they were paying with their, God, I keep dropping stuff. Where did it go? Oh my gosh. Woo. Okay. So why did they pay this $8,000 in addition to what they owed? Because their monthly payments, most of it was going toward interest and not actually paying down the balance. It took them forever, a long time, 106 payments to finally pay it off because they were making the minimum payment, and they ended up paying that company another $8,000. This is something that wealthy people don't do. The smart money habit is to not make interest payments, or to pay down your debt as soon as possible so that you are not making interest payments, even if you have to take on a part-time job to pay down your debt even faster. You know, some people think it's not true. People don't pay double and triple the amount that they owe after they're finished paying a balance on their credit card. Prime example. Now, of course, when we talk about this board, when we talk about interest payments, I'm not talking about mortgage debt, right? Consumer debt. Put this board away for now, if I can safely put my pen away. The next thing is actually hidden. It's in disguise for many of us, and that is time. Taking your clothes to the laundry to have them wash, dry, and fold. Meal prepping on the weekend or a particular day so that you have food for the week. Working from home so that you're not driving back and forth, going to work, and even having someone mow your lawn for you. Being strategic with your time and outsourcing certain activities that will give you time back so that you can focus on production, whatever that is, whether it is a side hustle, whether it's working on your business. You're outsourcing certain things so that you have that time back, and that is a smart money habit. Plus, being smart with your time automatically enhances your quality of life and makes you happier. Next up, average monthly rent is $1,300 a month. And I know some of you are like, where? That's just the average. But average monthly mortgage is only just over $1,000. Plus, homeowners also get mortgage interest back through their tax return, so that's even more money. So what exactly am I saying with this? Well, another smart money habit is ownership. If you don't own a home or you don't want to, that's fine, but what other vehicles are you using for ownership? Do you invest your money in a smart way? Do you have a 401k? And we'll talk about ownership and investing a little bit later on in some of my future videos. A big chunk of my money that I used to pay off my student loans came just from that, investments from stocks. So you know how unexpected things just happen and it can cost you money that could set you back? Instead of it setting you back, have the smart money habit of having an emergency fund. And I know most of you already know that, but it is still a tried and true smart money habit that works. You have your emergency fund that you can pull from when unexpected things happen, and you don't have to worry, you don't have to stress, and more importantly, you don't have to take out debt to fund whatever that emergency is. The goal is to have $1,000 in your emergency fund and work your way up to having 3 to 6 months of your expenses in that emergency fund. Next up, imagine this high school girl has a presentation, has to give it in class, but she's nervous. She's so scared and nervous to speak in front of an audience. She would rather get a 0 on that project than to speak in front of the class. Well, she finds out that this presentation is worth 20% of her grade, so she has to actually get up there and do it. And she gets up there, shaking and trembling and covering the poster presentation board over her face as she talks. Hello, I'm that girl when I was in high school. That's me, that's what happened to me. This one is not so much a money habit, but it's what produces the money, and that is exploring things outside of your comfort zone. It wasn't comfortable for me to speak to an audience on stage, to speak to my entire class. It was comfortable for me to write stuff down and hand it to the teacher. I was fine with that. When you feel totally at ease, far away from making mistakes, you're in your comfort zone. It sounds lovely, but what if I told you that it could be dangerous if you're looking to achieve great things in your life and achieve your heart's desires? Should you have comforts? Yes, but staying in your comfort zone when you know that you have been called to higher could be a hindrance. I understand if it's not broke, don't fix it. You're in your comfort zone. There's the ease of things that are going, but when you're in your comfort zone, you can't expand, you can't grow. On that familiar path, you're not making mistakes, but mistakes are what help us to actually learn. Oh, I don't want to go on this date because I feel like I might be a little awkward. Awkwardness is normal. It's normal when you're first getting to know each other, and I think that if we embrace awkwardness a little bit more, we'll just laugh about it. So you won't learn, you won't discover new things about yourself, which I think is just really, really cool, to discover new things about yourself and to grow and see some of the new things that you like, right? Some of your new abilities. I would have never grown to be that person who spoke on a large auditorium stage in front of higher ups at my job, and I was just my true, genuine self on stage. I would have never been that person had I not gone through the discomfort of speaking in my high school class, shaking and trembling, honestly. And the thing is that when you're in your comfort zone, it can kind of create a spirit of you're just doing the status quo, you're just going with it, you're content. You're not as creative, right? It's the run of the mill. There's no additional creativity that's produced. There can be a little bit of laziness that comes with being in your comfort zone, and when you have these goals that you want to achieve, when you stay in your comfort zone, they're not goals that you're working toward. They're more so just dreams or just wishes. Instead of staying in your comfort zone and being far away from mistakes, rise to the challenge and see some of the new things that you learn about yourself and some of your new abilities and how you grow. And when you learn those new abilities, when you learn those new things about yourself, you'll find that you're adding things to yourself that make you unique. And you can share those things with the world to make your mark, to make your contribution. So if you made it to the end of this video and you remember smart money habit number 1 about the money that was in the TV, let me know in the comments down below what you think of smart money habit number 1, to not leave large sums of money sitting idle. Why do you think so many families relate to leaving large sums of money in something like an old TV or under a mattress or in any other place that's not gaining any growth? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video.